guys, this video is going to be on the topic of self-care. So why is self-care important? Well, self-care comes in all different kinds of ways. Self-care is about taking good care of yourself. Now, most of us know the obvious ones. Your diet, taking any medication that you need, drinking plenty of water. But there's also many other elements of self-care, things that people often ignore or don't know, and therefore it impacts your overall well-being. So self-care has many different topics, and what I'm going to do is I'll link a PDF with a worksheet of all the different areas. So it's something you can think about if your current routine and current lifestyle meets all of these different areas. And if it doesn't, then it's something for you to work on. So we take good care of ourselves by having a shower every day or a bath every day, washing his hair when it needs washing, going for his nails doing, his eyebrows, his hair, all these different other things. But then there's also another really important side to it, and that's about our emotional self-care. And it's something often people forget. And taking good care of your emotions, things like journaling about your day, journaling about the things, the problems that you may be having, the difficulties that you may be having. And when we journal, often we get insight into why we're really feeling how we're feeling, or we begin to understand on a deeper level what's going on. We can practice self-care by also using things such as essential oils, crystals, going for treatments, distance healing. And it's really important that we get rid of anything that is no longer serving us. So we can do this through many different ways. I work with the moon a lot, and I find the moon really helpful. So I am going to post another video in the upcoming weeks about working with the moon and how you can utilise her energy for you. Really easy, simple one that everybody can do. It's just taking your shoes and socks off and standing outside on the grass, on the soil, just on the concrete. And this just allows any of your negative energy to move away from your aura. You can wear crystals. You can have them around the house, put them in the bath. You can even put them in some water and drink the water. It's crystal charged water. I'm going to do a whole separate video on crystals, so keep your eyes open for that. Another important aspect of self-care, which I've read so many different things about, and it all comes to the same conclusion, that it is important that in each and every day we have some form of routine. Now this is different for everybody, and it works different for everybody. Some people are happy to do the same thing each and every day at the same time. Other people like to mix it up. Other people can do the same thing for so many weeks and then want to switch up again. It's fine, but what they have is a routine. Personally, I like to switch it up every now and then. I do get bored of doing the same thing every single day. So I do lots of different things. But what I do is each morning I write a to-do list for the day. I think about what it is I need to achieve. What do I need to do? And I sit there and I write it down. And then as through the day, I tick off everything what I've done. And it's no big deal if I haven't done everything. I can roll it over into the next day. It gives me focus, and it gives me a purpose for that day. And when we have focus and we have purpose, then we feel driven and motivated to take action. So it's a really, really good way of practicing self-care. It's just by having a to-do list. You can even use the different categories of that self-care PDF to make sure you have something covered in that today. Now, self-care is likely to look different every day, because sometimes we just have more energy, sometimes we just are more motivated. Other days might feel ill, might be tired, might be something going on in personal life, which means there's a lot going on in the thinking mind, which in itself is exhausting. So just do what feels good each day, but make sure you do something each and every day for your self-care. Whether that's staying in bed because you're not well, you need sleep and you need rest. Or whether that's going for a run, or whether it's doing some yoga, or whether it's just spending time with friends in your family, or whether that's just sitting for 5 minutes in the sun and just practicing some deep breathing. So please just take care of yourselves and make sure self-care is number one on your priority list. Namaste.